La cosa importante è cogliere la bellezza collaterale, che è il legame profondo con tutte le cose.
Se accetta questo, forse riuscirà a riavere la sua vita.
So, you're the worst friend ever in this movie because you betray your best friend for money. So
I think he's also trying to help his friend. I mean, the thing about the film is you see how much these people love each other and they care about each other, and there's a scene where my character gets in the elevator with Will and he's completely a zombie. But even the way they talk, even the way he speaks to his friend when he's shut down, I think you know he cares. You know he wants him to recover, but they're all in a somewhat desperate financial situation, and so he comes up with something that's a little bit crazy. But I always felt Alan's script, our writer's script. It's full of love. It's full of care and concern among friends and for people, and I think it's about people going through difficulty, but then remembering what's most important.
yeah. Also, your character he accepts to do this play for money.
Yeah.
So you are saying that this is a holiday movie, a Christmas movie, a love movie, but money is the first motive. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is not your typical Christmas movie. You with usually a holiday film, you see a family sitting around a tree smiling, and you don't really see what they're really going through. I think this is a film where you sort of see behind the smiles. You see the real life situations that people go through during this time of the year, where you're supposed to be happy, you're supposed to be uplifting and joyful, but you're going through real life situations. But I think with Rafi, I think he's just a young guy, and we sort of really see him. We finally sort of go into his world, and we kind of see what neighborhood he probably grew up in, and he probably he really wanted that money, So it's just it's a lot of questions about
Also, I think
yeah.
people have anxiety about money. That this is one of the things that causes anxiety in people, and I think the film, It's a Wonderful Life, which is kind of that's about money too. He loses. Jimmy Stewart loses the money. He thinks he's lost it, and that anxiety, he goes to a bridge to jump and kill himself. That's the beginning of the whole film, and I think sometimes it's part of what makes it relatable. The people have these anxieties. They have anxieties about their divorce and anxieties about whether they should have had children instead of pursuing their career, and the anxieties are often motivate people to be focused on the wrong things, and I think the film's very much about what gets you refocused on the things that matter, and how do you lift yourself up out of those kinds of anxieties.
Shakespeare in Romeo and Juliet says he just a scar that never felt a wound. Do you think that only when we feel pain for real we can understand other people's reaction to pain?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can only truly imagine what someone is really going through if we haven't went through it before. And you can just try to just really imagine how they feel. I think that's kind of what the beauty of being an actor and being in film, where you may not went through that situation, but you sort of experience and investigate their world and their circumstances.
Yeah, and I think empathy. Empathy is partly a function of being able to see yourself in someone else's shoes, and I think the part of the draw or the effectiveness of a film like this is these aren't exotic characters. They're not. These are. I know 20 people in New York who are essentially like my character, and I think there are many people going through what Kate Winslet's character is going through. The fear that you've worked too long and not had children or not started your family. This is millions of women deal with these things. So I think a sense of relatability. If you can relate to a character, you can feel empathy, even if you haven't gone through that in specific. And obviously, people who have children, but haven't gone through the horrible loss of a child, nonetheless can feel deep empathy for a character who's lost a child. That's, so I think some films I think entertain us because they're very exotic from our lives, and some of them touch us because we can see ourselves within them, and I think this is one of those.
Okay, thank you.